Hello, IGN. My name is Jose Otero. I'm here with Brian Altano.
Hi, Jose.
And we are checking out footage of Splatoon, which Nintendo showed last week during Nintendo Direct. Specifically, we just want to kind of highlight some of the things. Now, if you're unaware, Splatoon was announced at E3. It is a shooter involving squid-like inklings that can turn into humans.
Squinklings, I think they are.
Squinklings. We can make that up right here. They are squinklings. And right here, it's basically a war of territories where you're marking your territory with your colored ink. You've seen that before.
Yep.
In this specific footage, they do show some new weapons, some new stages, some new areas. For example, I love the, and you're going to see a better shot of this in a minute, but I'm just going to go back here. That is one big paintbrush, which I'm going to try.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see that? Like,
yeah.
And you're going to see a better shot of it later, but some of these weapons, like you see, like they have like traditional Super Soaker looking things like right there. So anyway.
It's very wet looking. The art style is amazing in this game, by the way.
Yes.
I'm really happy with it.
You would say it's very fluid, very colorful.
Painterly.
Painterly even. All right, so this is all stuff we've seen before. It's a game of territories. Just, again, giving you some pauses to look at some of these weapons. So this specific footage, they walk through the different gear you can equip, because it's not just weapons. I mean, you have a main, a sub, and a special. And this is some single-player footage, what they'd shown before. That looks brutal, by the way. That thing is
wow. So, yeah,
gnarly.
you don't want to be in there, apparently.
No. And this is all stuff they'd shown in the single-player
Was that guy
trailer
painting cheese back there?
Let's see.
Yeah, I think
he's making a cheese-like substance.
That's awesome. So there's a nacho gun is confirmed for this game.
It's nacho gun.
That's good.
All right, so this is the tower. This is the plaza, which looks very Shibuya-esque. You've just recently been to Tokyo.
It's got elements of the Eiffel Tower as well too. It's sort of Shibuya meets Paris, which is kind of cool.
So from the Direct, they talk about how there are inklings who will arrive from Miiverse and just kind of wander in your plaza. I would almost imagine it's a lot like the main menu of Wii U, where your friends, their avatars, their Miis sort of populate and just roam around. I would imagine it's the same kind of style. However, there are shops that you can walk into here. The main place to go is directly ahead, which is the tower, which launches multiplayer. And then these surrounding shops sell you different gear. And we're going to stop and show you some of them. Just check out some of the fashion that's going on here. I mean, it's great to wear a football helmet in public. That's a fashion statement that clearly not enough people are making these days.
I don't think this public is worried about the rest of this public. Look at these guys. Everyone's just sort of...
But I do like that immediately you're seeing different shades, too. If there's one thing I appreciate in games is when I create a character and I could sort of personalize it for myself. And, you know, I'm not talking about Hulk green. I just want tan skin sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
So give me that. Like, Animal Crossing doesn't give me that.
Nope.
That frustrates me. I got to sit out in the sun for like 8 hours to get a tan.
And then everyone makes fun of you for being burnt.
Yeah, exactly. So you're getting a quick look at some of this stuff right here. I love the shades. Very nice.
Yeah, so all this stuff's customizable through these stores, right?
Yeah, through these stores, and we're going to get a quick look at them. It's funny because one of the game's co-directors looks like this gentleman right here with the glasses.
Oh, really?
He has that hairstyle. When I talked to him once at E3, he was sort of rocking that look.
Does he have those pointy, sort of like elfish ears, too?
No, that part he did not have.
Can't have it all.
Can't have it all. So just running up to the tower, which launches multiplayer. Again, this was explained. We passed by a mailbox for Miiverse over here, a little decal on it.
Good
I
catch.
wonder if you are going to be sending and receiving messages through that. Maybe sending invites. Be nice to have a Nintendo game where I'm sending invites to people.
Yeah, especially through a mailbox with googly eyes above it.
That's some serious mail, bro. So there's that. Again, just really colorful stuff. I love this sort of futuristic, like techno looking weirdness. You've seen this already, but what you're about to see, some weapons. These stages, I feel like we've seen this stage before. I know we saw that at E3. I love that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That looks so cool.
And it looks like it was hooked up to your gun.
Yes,
actually.
And you can see the sort of the can of paint on the back, or the can of ink, rather.
If you watch the background, too, it looks like there's billboard advertisements for some of the guns in the game, too, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
This is just a world that's all about getting itself wet with paint.
Yeah. No hint anywhere in the trailer, by the way, on what Amiibo will do.
Yeah.
But you can imagine Mario outfits or something. Like, that seems like the easiest way to go, but who knows? Maybe there'll be something else in here. So here are the shops. So there's the 5.2 gallon. I believe that's a main weapon. They show other descriptions for other weapons like the ink shield. And I'm going to try and point these out as we go. My favorite is the ink tornado, which they actually showed in action in this trailer, and it's really rad.
So how do you get money in this game?
From multiplayer. You're building currency while playing the game.
So not single player then?
Possibly single player. I don't think they've said. That's a good question actually to follow up on. But I know in this video they point out that you are getting currency from multiplayer, I believe.
So we've got this sort of Mario Kart-esque system where each weapon has its different ups and downs, right?
Yep.
But they're also like a kind of almost like Perfect Dark type of system where everything has a sub-weapon, right?
Yep.
And obviously those aren't the games that invented these things. I'm just throwing them out there as references.
Absolutely, and they're really good multiplayer games, so you should, absolutely. So look here, quick ink rifle, the ink bomb as a sub, the special, which is a barrier. I don't know if we see in here. And then the dealer who is selling you the stuff.
I love the shopkeeper guy.
Yeah, he's a militarized crab, apparently.
Yeah, he looks like he's wearing a horseshoe crab helmet.
Yep. The sub sprinkler they have footage of in here, the ink launcher. So we're gonna point these out, and the ink roller you saw earlier and you've seen in prior trailers. So then they talk about you can customize your headgear, your shirt, or your shoes. Interesting to note, there are question marks and stuff being hidden from us here. Obviously. So I don't remember a melee attack when we played this at E3.
Yeah.
But I do want to point out that icon there suggests to me you are tougher, possibly tougher to kill, maybe slightly more defense, maybe you're a bit more resistant to paint.
I like this sort of coral reef headgear he's got with a tiny Nemo tucking out
and look at those eyes, the droopy eyelids, he's clearly, and look at around the shop, like this is clearly the headgear. Hipster.
The game's art style sort of reminds me of The Blob meets Rugrats.
Yeah, it's very Nickelodeon.
Yeah, totally. Which I say in like the best way possible because I think I grew up on a lot of really cool shows like that. So it's cool to see them stick with something like this, and especially to see them do something that isn't just like full of Nintendo characters.
Yeah,
again.
No, it's nice to see like new IP take its own risk and not just rely on, hey, here's Mario again. Here's.
You think we'll get Splatoon amiibos?
I don't know if they're willing to take that big of a risk. But you can try on anything.
Well, I like the Beats by Dre headphones down there.
Oh, that is really nice. Yeah, no, good try. Are those the shoulder pads for a football player right there?
No, those are goggles to protect you from paint.
Those are goggles. Yeah. I have not had my coffee. So hang on. I just want to go back to the icons for a second.
I like this little pointer, man.
Yes.
Do you see that?
Yeah, the little squid.
Yeah.
So notice the different icon when we change to this hat here. We've got, sort of maybe indicating you'll have more paint as a result of wearing this. So it'll be interesting to see how this sort of affects the balance of the game and what's going to happen.
Which kind of reminds me of the way Smash Brothers did it with badges and stuff you can sort of stick onto your character.
Oh, yeah. So here's the clothing shop. Again,
who's this dude?
Another very charming shopkeeper. Clearly, I can't wait to hear the music in some of these shops, too, because Nintendo music tends to... They tend to do a really good job with... just the most mundane settings, like stuff that you would almost consider elevator music is still fun to listen to in Nintendo games. But here we have a hoodie. So that is the ink bomb. Makes you wonder if you could throw it probably further, judging from the icon underneath, like sort of it's traveling farther. Again, really interesting to find out what these question marks will be, what other sort of perk-like abilities will you be able to unlock. I know talking to the developers of this game, it sounds like they're very aware of sort of the perk driven world of Call of Duty and other multiplayer shooters. So that's just something to put out there.
So these little icons you're seeing in the corner.
Which one?
These in these little white starbursts.
Oh yeah, they're almost their own little brands. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
Hold on, I love this guy coming up right here, by the way.
Oh, let me.
He is awesome. What the heck? I love him, man. Look at all the little feet. It looks like he almost got people's legs stuck inside him.
That's right. And this is the shoe shop. And you see here, but judging by this icon, you are going to launch further as a squid.
Yep.
Remember, so if you didn't catch this from hands-on impressions at E3, when you launch from the main platform, you can launch from the main platform at the start of a match to try and help your teammates out, launch into the fray, essentially. One would imagine you fly farther or faster because of that icon right there. So that's another cool thing to
he looks like a corn dog with lobster parts.
And then he has his hands on his hips.
That's awesome.
Like, hey, what's up?
I really love this shoe collection.
Is he shrimp? He's a shrimp.
He's a shrimp, yeah. But I think somebody tried to tempura him. He's got breading. He's wearing...
I love it.
I think he escaped from the fryer.
Nice. All right, this one's probably travel faster. Again, we're just speculating on some of this stuff. Obviously, we don't know because the game is not out yet. Here is just the menu selection where you can customize and try on different things you've bought. So that's cool. Makes you wonder if they're going to go for really difficult to acquire things. There goes that paintbrush again. I love it. I can't wait to see it used. I don't think I have seen it used in battle yet, but that looks serious.
Everybody's got this kind of tough look to them, which I love because they're so goofy and cute looking at the same time. Man, that gun was awesome. So this is sort of like a sniper rifle here.
Yes, yeah. So wait, I'm gonna go back there for a quick second. That's the 5.2 gallon.
Yeah, it's your machine gun.
Yep, working that. That is a sniper rifle, and you can see there she sort of gets a bead on him and takes him out. Blue team, goodbye. And look how the paint splatters everywhere. I love that.
Yeah, did he explode? Cool, what happens with him?
Usually explode. Yeah,
okay.
That's what happens. And then you see, little detail for you folks, just like Pikmin.
Oh,
the little squid.
Your squid ghost
goes away. Yeah.
I never noticed that.
So there's the sprinkler.
Oh, so this would be sort of like a turret gun?
Yeah, and you're just using it to spray down your territory. So when a match starts, you can see someone dropping a sprinkler if they have the sub-weapon quickly to paint your area while you guys press forward. Because you have options, right? You can rush to the middle. Here is the...
Wow.
I believe it's a ink shield. Yeah, so...
It's weird, too, because it looks...
shoot at it.
It looks almost like a bow and arrow.
Yeah. So I just want to check something. The minute it drops, it's expelling paint. That's its duration. And you can tell from the chamber in the center of the cylinder how much ink it has left. So when my boy Squid Orange pulled up here, I bet you he didn't check the icon to see, well, this is going to be here a while. I should stop shooting at this.
Yeah.
And go around.
And it's smart, too, because the way that they place that, it almost looks like he has to either walk through it or find a way around it, which is very difficult.
Here's the ink bomb getting tossed in action. You're going to see a drop. I got to see this at E3. It's pretty brutal.
So I feel like what we saw at E3 was sort of tame in comparison to what they're going with now. Like, it seemed like you're a sort of, kind of generic-ish multiplayer shooter aside from the art style, but now I'm seeing a lot of depth in terms of turrets and item placement and different weapon variety and stuff like that. And I think there's going to be some really insane combinations.
I agree. I also just noticed this for the first time. You see the shirt sort of flying through the air there. Like lots of little detail. But no, I agree. This game is getting better the more I see it.
Yeah.
Whereas at E3, I wasn't sure how I felt. The more I see this thing, and I can't wait to play it again, the more I'm convinced I think I'm going to enjoy this. So this is the Ink Tornado. So I love this thing. Let's just play this in regular motion because I don't know if you remember what happens here.
Wow. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Goodbye.
Where do they all go?
I'm
just trying to figure it out.
So you see it's a charge up for a few seconds.
By the way, it landed. This character's right down here at the bottom. The other two kind of get affected by it, but it lands directly there.
Yep. So you see it sort of go up. And so she has a little PDA in her hand. I don't know if that helps guide it or not. It doesn't look like she's using it to do that, but you see the icon way back here that is directly on that character, and so that means he's done for. And then it drops, and goodbye. Takes out all three. And I just want to see. Yep.
Oh man, that is devastating. Yeah. I love this.
There we go. That is the ink. Actually, I'm not sure which one that is.
It's got another sort of tornado look to it, but it looks like it's projectile based. I like these stripes it's making.
Yeah, actually, that might be the ink tornado. No, the ink tornado was the last one. I think that last one. This one here is the ink launcher.
Okay,
what I will bet. And you're just firing big strips of paint.
Yeah, it looks like it's just sort of like splits the lane of anybody in your way.
It's sort of the smaller version of the one we just saw.
And everything's got that sort of 90s Super Soaker look to it, which I really like. It's got the orange, the green, and the yellow.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, I think that's our last weapon. They talk about the 3-in-1 set, customize your look. You've seen all these in this video already, but just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm very much looking forward to this. Customize different gear. Have it be your signature look. We need to play this, Brian.
I can't wait. I like that little 8-bit squid hat she was rocking there.
Multiplayer with Pear and I. This will be really cool. Yeah, just make a fashion statement, run around in some Vans.
Yeah, no, it's great. Get some paint on your shoes.
Awesome. And last thing here, you see some stats on range, charge rate, mobility. You see the loadout, essentially, of what's going on. Ooh, vision on those red work boots. I wonder what that does. That's going to be interesting. And the red hoodie, I don't even know what that icon means. So it'll be interesting to find out, again, how these all affect balance. But That's it right there, pretty much. You know, Splatoon. Close look at the footage Nintendo showed. This is a bit long on the video, but if you want to hear us talk about more Nintendo stuff, make sure you check out Nintendo Voice Chat.
That's right.
Which is a weekly podcast on IGN. And also, for all of your Nintendo needs, everything
Everything in the world.
keep it right here at IGN.
Watch out for those ink tornadoes.